Excuse me, sir. Okay, then. Well, I suppose we've learned our lesson about standing in the middle of the road. Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to our XENOBLADE Chronicles Let's Play adventure of awesomeness and fun times to be had here in the world of XENOBLADE Chronicles. Now, today, I have done a little bit between episodes, but I don't think I've done enough to warrant the whole recap that we sometimes do, because I really didn't do much. Look, I'm level 42 now. Elma and Lynn are almost level 41, and to do that, really all I did was I kind of went into the world, and I just checked off some more points on the map, you know, finding treasure and fighting some monsters. Nothing really remarkable. That's pretty much all we did, and that's really all I have to report. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, I think that actually covers everything. I'm not downplaying it at all. It was a rather unremarkable hour and a half of my life. Not to say I didn't enjoy it. I did have fun. But I don't know if it really needs to have some sort of a recap where I'm like, and then I went to this place and killed this monster. And then I went to this place and got this treasure. It seems unnecessary. Now, something I thought about doing was before we continue to the next mission, I did say I wanted to reach level 50. And that might be a bit high, and I don't know if it's entirely required to go that high with it. But I do know there's some of these around here that have required higher levels that we didn't have before. This one I think is relatively new. It's only available after we complete Chapter 9 and survey 18% of Mira. So it's not like we've had a lot of time to do this one before. But we're the appropriate levels for it, so we might as well do it. We're going to go ahead and accept this, and I think we're going to focus on Affinity missions. I'm not really interested in doing too many like normal or basic missions today.
Stops by for a visit.
I'm a busy man, I fear. But something's come up that I'd like your team to handle.
Stuffy Suit came to the right place. Make request and Tatsu will see what he can do.
Team Tatsu.
Right. Yeah, well, I'd like to propose we enhance our surveillance of the ganglion.
Is there something you're expecting to find?
We've had a string of unusual reports lately. There have been rumors that the ganglion are fighting amongst themselves.
Power struggles? With all those species working together, I imagine they've no shortage of infighting.
Which is precisely what we want to exploit. Hence the need for intel. And why I'd like you to focus on expanding Frontier Nav for now.
All right. We'll take it on as a formal request from you.
Hey, I bet you this has something to do with the cat people, whose name I haven't forgotten. It's like the Hrothgars or something along those lines. Defecting. So this is exciting. I'm excited to go look into this. Hopefully this means that we will get them to join us. I'll report back to the... What? I haven't done anything yet. What was my mission? What did they want me to do? Hold on just a second. I didn't really read the mission prompting. I'm very confused. I thought we were going to go out in the world and do a thing. Missions, let's see here. Decided to further expand his investigation. Oh, okay. I see. So, it's not that we've just happened to already do the thing he wants us to do. It's that he's come to the barracks to tell us he has a mission for us, and then he's gone back to the tower, and we have to go there to get the mission. You might think that sounds a little bit asinine, and I'd have to agree with you, but it's just one of those things. It is, as they say, what it is, and we just have to deal with it.
Fascinating.
Find something useful?
All intelligence is useful, Colonel. It's just a matter of finding the best lens to view it through.
Wow. That's deep, sir.
If I'm not mistaken, you fought against a Rothian squadron.
That's what it was.
Rothian? Tatsu hear that name someplace before.
It was those lion-esque people. Describe them as a proud and fierce people. Claim they're a bunch of conniving We're gonna go with this one.
That describes Tatsu perfectly. Is friends sure they're not thinking of Tatsu?
Oh, Tatsu.
When did we fight folks like Tatsu?
Come on, we fought them in Sylvalum, remember?
Oh, right! Tatsu remember now. Kitty cat people, right?
How does Tatsu know what a kitty cat...
analyzed
Well, we did have an
frontier
entire mission
records for evidence
about
of
finding a
ganglion
kitty cat, so I guess that would
infighting.
explain it.
Every instance has involved Rothians fighting against one race or another. This is more than just a few simple disagreements. We believe they've broken ties with the ganglion entirely, and on less than amicable terms.
I would love to form an alliance. Absolutely, I don't need to
They
see
really
the other
have
option.
left the ganglion. That might be a possibility. Their motives certainly seem different enough. If their values align with ours,
As we often said on Earth, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I expect an alliance with the Rothians would prove beneficial for both of us.
agreed. Even beyond the practical merits, it just makes sense for us to try and make as many friends as possible.
Which brings me to your next mission. I need you to travel to the site of the latest clash and gather data.
Yes, sir.
It's very strange to me if this goes the way that I assume that it's going to, that this is not part of the main story. This game is kind of funny, in that I feel like you can do the entire main story, and if you don't delve into some of these Affinity missions, you're not even getting the half of what is happening. Which is, I kind of love it, because I feel like if you did like a dedicated playthrough, and then you came back and you played it a second time and actually did, depending on how you play the game, it can be a very different experience. And that's cool, and the fact that they don't really make you engage with all of this story stuff is interesting, but I live for the story stuff. Also, I just wanted to draw attention very quickly to, what is that in the trees? Just one moment, we're going to come back to this. I did redesign our skulls. Oh, that's one thing I did that I suppose probably, darn it, Biological 4. That was probably between episodes, right? I went ahead and I bought an additional new skull. So we have 2 heavies and a medium. I believe Lynn has the medium. But I redesigned them. So their names are, what did I name them? I believe that mine is Rhine. That is Shulk. And the red one is Dunban. And if you're wondering about the colors, I just wanted us all to have different colors, and RGB seemed fine. So mine's green, almost kind of got a red thing going on in her default costume, so I gave hers red, and I made the blue one for Lynn, because that's sort of her whole thing. She's a very blue girl. And I don't just mean in mood. But here we are, aren't we just the toughest gang around? I noticed that our Skell fuel is full, which is weird because it wasn't when I left. I suppose maybe it charges even when you're not in the game, which is kinda hot. Especially considering how much it costs to fuel this thing up. You get 3,000 units of fuel for every 5,000 merinium, which means, I mean, when you think about it, this thing holds 25,000? You're gonna be spending a lot of money making that happen. Definitely not really worth it. So, I'm happy. It does also, when you're not in it, passively recharge.
That's right. We've
But we're
located
in
a
it more
Rothian
often than not,
skull.
aren't we?
It seems mostly undamaged. No pilot in sight. It's unclear if they abandoned the Skell or were killed.
What about the data unit?
Intact, as far as I can see.
Excellent. Please bring it back with you. Also, a sample of the plating and any weaponry you can manage.
We'll do what we can. Ready for a little manual labor?
Are you kidding? I can't wait to get this stuff home to analyze it.
Warn that Chausen may have his own motives, or ask Elma if she knows more than she's saying. Probably, I mean, both of those are true. Also, I say Chausen. Is that how you say his name? I'm sure they've said it many times already.
What do you mean?
I suppose an explanation's in order.
It is, yes.
About what?
About this mission. Or about his intentions, at least.
You mean the Director General?
Right.
Is he up to something?
Well, no point in hiding it, I suppose. I can't be certain, but if I had to venture a guess, I'd assume this is all just insurance in case an alliance falls through.
You mean we're gathering this data to make fighting the Rothians easier?
Oh, I'm sure diplomatic talks will come first. And even if we can't secure a friendship, that doesn't mean we have to fight. But it's always good to prepare for the worst possible scenario, especially if you're the man responsible for the safety of all of New LA.
Well, I hope the Alliance can work out.
As do I, Lynn. For now, let's get back to work.
I don't think that that's unreasonable. If an alliance doesn't work out, they're probably still going to be our enemies in some form, right? Or, I mean, maybe we won't be enemies necessarily. I don't know why we would suddenly start fighting each other. But you don't know. You just don't know. And it's good to have a backup plan on these sorts of things. So, let's see. We took part of the Rothian Skell. We're going to go ahead and leave our Skells here to recharge while we run around and manually collect these objects. And it seems like it's going to be pretty straightforward. What was I saying right before that cutscene began? I'll tell you what I was doing during the cutscene, is I was half paying attention to it, and half watching the audio waveform for the game, because I've been having a lot of trouble in editing lately with the audio. There's this weird bug, and I know it's not a game bug, because otherwise I would hear it when it happens. It's some sort of bug with my new capture setup, where every so often about a minute of audio becomes crackly, and it usually happens once or twice per recording, and so far, or up until recently, I've been very fortunate in that it's always happened in the middle of a section where I would normally cut that section out anyway, or I can mute the audio and it's fine, it's not a big deal, but it happened in the middle of a story beat a couple of times on the last video that I edited, and that was really frustrating. So I'm keeping an eye, and it's kind of hard to tell because there's always noise, so the waveform's always bouncing, but I'm just trying to keep an eye out and see if I notice anything out of the ordinary. Because it becomes horribly, loud and crackly, and I don't know why. I think it's got to be a software bug, something to do with Pop! OS, maybe, or the version of OBS we have installed. It is the latest version, and I wasn't having any problems with it on Mac OS. You know what? I reckon we can just fast travel back to New LA from here. We don't even need to go waste fuel in our Skells. I think preserving fuel in the big old Skells, now that they can fly, is probably a good idea moving forward. But yeah, I've never used Linux as a capture system. I always used Windows until I started using the Mac Studio, and then I had so many problems out of that. I mean, it worked flawlessly in terms of hardware. Well,
I received your report. Good work collecting those samples.
take our Rothian parts, all four of them.
I'm just sorry we weren't able to get more.
We'll take what we can get. You have my thanks.
They're an exceptionally proud people. If we can forge an alliance, I'm certain they'll be friends we can trust.
I'll remember that. And should the day come, I'd like you to serve as ambassador.
My pleasure. As long as you don't send me there to declare war.
Perish the thought. The fewer enemies we have, the easier my job is.
Well, that was remarkably short and straightforward. I thought there would be more involved in that. So we got Luxar's ship. I don't know what that symbol is, but I'm starting to think that that might be holograms. Because remember, we also got the DeLorean / not the DeLorean from one of those, or in the form of one of those, and I'm wondering if that's what that is. As I was saying, though, I did use a Mac Studio with the M1 Max in it for capture for a number of months, and it performs flawlessly. It just had its own weird bug, where occasionally it would have these black frames, and it was this whole ordeal. So I built a VR capture PC inside of my big home server, because it's already running 24/7 anyway. And I hate Windows, so we're using Pop! OS. But that does lead to this one weird audio problem, and I don't know if that's a Pop! OS problem. I'm still not sure. But let's see. Complete booming business, complete chapter 10. Required member missing, so I guess we need to get L in the party. Do we have enough affinity with L for that to work? Let's see if we can get him in the party and find out. Hello. Yes. Your store is amazing. Get on my team. Let's go. We're finally going to be doing a heart-to-heart with you, sir. I'm sorry, an affinity mission, not necessarily a heart-to-heart. Although I do think that they're the same symbol, aren't they? Affinity requirements not met. That is unfortunate. So what is my affinity level with this fine blue gentleman? Let's find out here. I think we can just cycle over to L. Oh boy, 90. Okay, alright. What is the fastest way to increase infinity between characters? One wonders. One will now Google it. Alright, well the internet says that the fastest way to do it is to hit soul voices during combat and do missions together. So we'll just take L with us wherever we go now. As it happens, we do have one affinity mission that we have to complete in order to do the next story segment, and I think we could probably take L with us, as I don't think it had any restricted members. That being, of course, Manhunt. Yeah, I think we can just go ahead and do this. Primary destination, Noctilum. It's my favorite place to go. It's where we found L. It's like taking him home. I'm sure he'll love it.
Ah, look who's here. Perfect timing. Turns out I've got a mission that's right up your alley.
In other words, something dangerous?
See? You're perfect for it. Now then, remember the night the ganglion hit us? Your team took on a pair of Xenos. Real bad apples. A big old lug and one nasty little lady.
Dagon and Reese, I think it was.
There's no forgetting those two.
Yep, that's them. We just got word they've been spotted skulking around Noctilum.
Could they be planning another attack?
That or who knows what. Whatever they're up to, I can tell you, it ain't gonna be good for us.
Muscle Man not worry, his mustache hair is gray. Team Tatsu is on the case.
Right. Those two are no pushovers. We fought them once and we beat them once. We're the best choice to take this on. We'll leave immediately.
Thanks, Colonel.
No, sir. Thank you. I hated those two. They were very annoying. The combat encounter wasn't too bad. It's just they, as characters, were very annoying and I didn't like them. What a bunch we are. What an absolute bunch we are. Alrighty then. I suppose we will head directly to Noctilum to deal with these dastardly duo in the most direct route that we know possible, which is dueling with our dukes out and doing as many D-words as we doubly can. That last bit, it kind of fell apart at the end there. Where are our scales? Ah, there they are. Oh, we don't have a scale for... oh, so something I did find that I thought was interesting. I might have probably gotten comments about this. I don't know. The previous video has not been edited or released yet as of the time of recording. Always keep that in mind if you have a hot tip for me and I don't get to it for a while. I am trying to play as much of this as I can during every free second I have. But apparently, every time you buy a Skell, you get 3 tickets for a free... It's like insurance, right? So you get 3 free recoveries or 3 free repairs. And apparently, if you have just 1 free one left, when you give your Skell to one of your teammates, they will never use it, and their Skell will always be saved or repaired. Something like that. Basically, if one of them loses their Skell, it shouldn't be an issue for us. It should be recovered for free, or they should just not lose it. So that's good to know.
Smoking.
Bad guy's campfire.
That's bad for the lungs. Tell it to start vaping
The
instead.
residual heat signatures confirm it. This fire was active until just recently.
It's strange. The campfire doesn't strike me as their style.
You're right. Suggest you take a look around, or warn the others that you heard something. Did I hear something? I don't think that I heard anything. That would feel like a lie. Let's just advise.
Good thinking. All right, let's give this place the standard perimeter sweep.
Even if we had heard something, there's
Tatsu,
so
hear
many
something.
monsters out here.
Someone's coming. Everyone, hide!
Looks like we're too late. Damn it. Those two could be anywhere. Come on. That guy's the size of a mech. There can't be that many places for him to hide. Whatever. We'd better report to the captain.
I love the concept that we arrived here in
Soldiers
3
definitely
mechs,
ganglion.
and they're just
Did
tucked
you
out
hear
of sight
that?
now.
Guys the size of a mech.
And they're looking for a pair.
But why would Dagon and Reese... I mean, they're ganglion too, right?
Maybe they deserted after bitter defeat courtesy of Tatsu.
Courtesy of who?
Team Tatsu.
Still, it does sound like they're after our targets.
Everything we've heard seems to point that way.
Maybe we should shake those two down for intel. See what they know.
What do you think?
I don't think they would ever speak. Go with Lynn's plan to shake down for intel. Keep searching instead. They're not going to have any information for us, are they? They're on the search same as we.
All right, let's stay out of trouble.
That
and
got
keep
us a heart
searching
with
the area.
with L.
Come on.
I might need to consider, unless they're required in my party, getting rid of Lynn and Elma. I mean, it feels wrong, but just to get some other members in my party that I can grow some affinity with, so I can do other quests with them. Now, wait, why am I in a battle menu? What am I fighting? What's happening here? What? I don't know what I'm allegedly in combat with. I'm just gonna fly away. That's what I'm gonna do. The sooner we fly away from here, there we go, the sooner we can see on the map where we're headed. And I don't see it on the mini-map. That's fine. I think we can spare a bit of a flight. Oh, there's no way. Are they up there? Is this going to be the first time we've ever had a story excuse to go up there and maybe find out what's going on in the strange land of the weird tree with the big alien hand-looking root coming down? Is this some sort of a blight on the land? Like, what is going on here? Also, could I have not done this quest without the ability to fly? Oh, shoot. No, never mind. Okay, we're in the right area. So we do know that there is a Ganglion fortress right over yonder, which has been a source of pain and annoyance to me many times. It looks like they might be camped out nearby it, but I don't know to what end. Shoot, do you reckon they're inside of the cave? I wonder if the game wants me to go into... Oh, the Shark's Jaw. Have I really never been in here before? That's weird. You'd think I would have seen and explored this day one. What have we here? No, but genuinely, what is that? Is that the guy? It is something. What is that? This is a very different pair. This is not what was anticipated.
Huh? That's not them.
Oh, hello. Hi. How are you?
Doesn't look like it, no.
I'm sorry if we frightened you. My name is Elma. What's yours?
Are those bunny
So
ears?
the Ganglion were chasing these two?
Seems like it.
I thought they were little wings for a minute. I thought she was Hyentia.
If so,
And I was
maybe we
very
can help.
confused.
We come from a planet called Earth, but now we're fighting the Ganglion here on Mira.
Really?
Pay them no heed.
I don't know, Celica. They don't really seem like the others.
It matters not. I shall not be fooled again.
That was unexpected.
I'm picking up motion from deeper in. Could be the clue girl in that gower. Captain, look! What are those humans doing there? Fall back! We'll return with reinforcements.
Don't let them out.
Ganglion ran away.
Let's stop them before more show up.
That's what I'm talking about. I guess it wouldn't really be all that shocking to have Hyentia here, considering there is a Telethia flying around not far from here, which I still can't wrap my head around. I'm assuming it's just a wink and a nod. There are no connections that I know of definitively between these games. Also, it's a bit silly to do combat in our mechs right now, but we might as well just for the fun of it. So you can see what a well-oiled machine we are now. Also, I still need to... I've done some alterations to my abilities, but I still don't have any blue or green ones. And that is, like, no good, because look, when L is saying, hey, I need someone to perform a green ability, like, I can't help you, I'm sorry, I don't have any. I'm never going to build a relationship with Elle now. Not a meaningful one that's going to lead to us having a beautiful Affinity mission together. Not at this rate, but we are absolutely wrecking these guys, aren't we? This is fantastic. Hopefully Elle is going to at least like the effort that I put into that combat encounter and respect
It's
it.
all right. We took care of them.
So do you maybe want to come with us? It's not really safe here.
Express concern for the two of them, or demand to know their background. I mean, I'd like to know, but let's express concern.
Don't flatter us with your hollow kindness.
Well,
Listen, I understand that it may be hard for you to trust a random pack of strangers,
clearly we picked the wrong
but
option.
we really do want to help, if that's all right.
Come on, Celica. They seem all right, don't they?
Perhaps, but
Tatsu, pleased to make acquaintance of new friend Celica.
and you are a Napon?
Indeed. Friends saved Tatsu from nasty Ganglion.
Just like they saved us.
Yes. So
I'm not
if
gonna get
Tatsu's
over this
trusted
thing's
friend,
voice.
Celica can too. Nopon's honor.
Well, you might say that we're fugitives of a sort. Ones that are running low on hiding places.
Our city, New LA, is home to many races besides humans. Both of you would be welcome there. There's no pressure, of course. You can stay or leave as you see fit.
Thank you. That is most kind. My name is Celica.
And I'm Rock. Nice to meet you.
I'm Lynn. Here, these are the coordinates for New LA. Can you get there okay?
I believe the two of us can manage, yes.
Then we'll see you back home. Take care, you two.
Hello, everyone.
Hey! Over here!
How do you like the city so far?
It's rather overwhelming, to be honest. But Rock seems quite content, so we'd like to stay if that's permissible.
Of course. And whatever you need, just let us know, okay?
Anytime Celica have a problem, Team Tatsu have the solution.
You have our gratitude.
Are we not going to find out about who she is or where she came from? What is her story? Also, why is she in the industrial district? That's a bit odd. I've got to know more. I've got to know more about you two. Let's see if we can spring up a conversation. First off, this appearance, right? This is a fetish for one of the developers, isn't it? It's absolutely got to be. Not to knock it.
Thank you.
I'm so grateful for all that Blade has done, including furnishing me with this special home. I am not worthy of such. I didn't finish reading it. I don't know why I do that. I'm still searching for a purpose that I might serve in this city. But I pray that you will give me the opportunity to repay my debt to Blade. Do I have to, like, Google who Celica is? Is she from a different Xeno game? Because they did that to me with Cosmos. I didn't know, or Cosmos, however you're supposed to say it. I didn't realize she was supposed to be a super rare blade from Xenoblade, from Xenosaga, where she's not a blade, she's just a blade. You get what I'm trying to say here. I got her as one of my first roles when I was trying to unlock blades, and I thought, cool, she looks interesting. I had no idea the significance. Alright, well, the internet is being painfully vague about what role she might play in the future. Maybe that's because I refuse to scroll down to the spoiler section. I'm not going to do that. But apparently we will be seeing her again. That's all I need to know. We'll just have to keep an eye out for that, whether it'll be an Affinity mission or something along those lines, I'm not sure. One thing I did want to check is, you'll remember we did what I refer to as the Back to the Future quest. And I wanted to see, I noticed on my map there's a little red question mark. It is Vevin! So is Vevin continuing his quest to build a new time machine? I think I want to check this out. Oh, there you are! I've been looking for you pretty much forever, you know? Anyway, Professor B sent us a message from the future. It sounds like he needs help, but I don't think there's a whole lot I can do. This is one of his inventions. It lets you directly communicate with the specified target's brain. Are you with me so far? I was most surprised when it suddenly materialized on top of my desk one day, you know? Anyway, maybe it's faster if I just show you. I'll play it back again. The sucker on? Alright. This message is encoded so only Vevin and Bella can view it. So don't either of you knuckleheads go telling anyone else what you hear. I've still got people after me. Anyway, I'll get to the point. I'm on Great Washington Isle over in Oblivia. I need some help here. Well, you'll see when you get here. And hurry it up. I need to get back to the city and get to the bottom of this anomaly affecting Mira. It seems the space Mira occupies is something even more troubling than we thought. What? Ah! Here comes my prey! Anyway, that's the story. I'll see you here soon. Don't be late! Did you get all that? I did. It's raising some interesting questions. Oh, good! So like I said, the spot the professor mentioned isn't really somewhere I can get to, you know? So I was hoping you could help him out instead. I'm sure you've got a ton of questions for him, right? Like, what's he doing back in our time, for starters? That is a good question, and I do need to know. I will accept your mission. Thank you! Oh, and good luck and all that. While you're gone, I'll dust off his lab so we're ready to get cracking once he comes back, alright? I think Vevin's missed the fella for sure. That's interesting, because I remember the Ganglion also talking about this space around Mira in one of the cutscenes. I believe the first cutscene we had with the big fat Ganglion leader man. I don't remember exactly what the context of that conversation was. I'd have to rewatch it. I did see it here recently when I edited that episode. But it was something about being caught in some time-space anomaly situation. Wait, is this the island? I think this might be the island he's on. If so, we're definitely going to be needing our Skell to get up there. So it's a good thing that they're with us, and we do have them. This is interesting, though. This raises questions and concerns. If there's something wrong with Mira, and none of us can escape. Is Mira like a purgatory or something? Is that what we're going to find out? Are we all dead? Did we all die? Oh, he's actually not up here. He's down here. Did we all die when Earth was destroyed and Mira is just a figment of our collective unconscious? Professor B, how did you get here? You gotta give me all the answers, my dude. Whoop whoop, hey, it's you, kid! You finally got here! Now I can finally say goodbye to roughing it like some kind of Neanderthal. I've been living a novel existence since the day I took off my Miramobile, let me tell you. So, express admiration for Professor B for surviving in the wild for so long. What is he doing here? Let's do this one, maybe we'll get some hearts with... Okay, well, not with L. It's been no picnic, let me tell you. I got thrown here when my time travel attempt failed. I've been living off primordial creature meat ever since. Blech. My Miramobile was intact at least, so I haven't had to worry about being rained on. Still, it's been quite a rustic experience. I'm sure you have many more questions where that one comes from, kid. But would you mind dealing with these damn idiots that are surrounding us first? What, you didn't notice them, kid? Tisk tisk. It seems pretty clear they followed you here. They're probably Gad's goons. You remember that human who attacked you? He seemed awfully eager to pay me a visit. I'll be reclining the Miramobile in the meantime. Let me know when you've mopped them up. Would you, kid? Thanks. Why don't you help me fight? Sadly, I haven't been able to recharge my trusty blaster after the primordial creature hunting I've been doing. Sucker's out of juice. But come on, this is child's play for a pro like you. Just let me know when you're ready to go, kid. I mean, ready to go in terms of what, fighting all the bad guys? Let's rock and roll. I'm ready. Born ready. All set? Not that the likes of Gad will give you any trouble, am I right? It'll be fine. Happy hunting, then. Hey, Gad! How long are you planning to play hide-and-seek precisely? You won't get your grubby mitts on my tech by hiding, you know. Who is Gad? Is he not from New LA? He's definitely human. I need explanations. Tch, you up and disappeared on me, and now I find you've been camping out here this whole time? Oh, I think he had a bit of an accent, didn't he? I'm walking here! That's what it was, yeah. Well, vacation's over, Professor. Now, all that's left is figuring out what happens next. Tell you what, why don't we let your little guard dog there decide how this goes down? Will it be A, you hand the professor over quietly, nobody gets hurt, and we live happily ever after? Or B, you resist like an idiot, I kill you anyway, then I scrape out the good professor's brains and take what's inside? I'm not good at a New York accent. I can do the I'm walking here! And then nothing else after that, really. Choice is all yours, pal. I got no complaints. So long as I get what I'm after. Tell Gad that you give up so long as he promises not to hurt. No, absolutely not. No, we're gonna fight. What does he want him for anyway? He's yet to explain that. If I had a credit for every time I hear that one, tragic how none of them realize till it's too late. Realize what? Is Professor B the bad guy? You can see it in their eyes as they're lying there bleeding out. I should have gone with choice A. Oh well, what are you gonna do? How many times has this happened? What is going on around here? I need answers to all my questions. Is level 25. Come on, gang. L is literally already dead. I think L died immediately. Heavens help us all. Bless him. He was not long for this world, was he? Alright, so that's Gad down. I think I'm not going to focus on the mech just yet. Although if we wanted to, the mech is a level 30, so we could focus on him and do one of these. And that does a ton of damage. I expected more, but I'm not disappointed, although Lin is down now. Lin going down at this early point in the combat encounter is hardly a surprise. That tends to happen. I do think that Elma and I can probably handle this by ourselves. So as this guy falls, we're getting ready to take on someone else. And I have a theory that I should be able to... Hold on, let me do this on the off chance it might heal her. I'm really not sure, actually, what the individual soul voices will accomplish. I know that each one does something different, but I don't have their outcomes memorized. I was going to say this should one-shot this guy. It didn't quite, but it looks like it took down some other guy. It does hit a small area of effect, which is handy. Alright, you. There goes you. Wait, how many of these guys are there? Wait, are these guys infinite? Hold on. No, I thought there was only this one guy left, and... Oh, no, these guys are infinite. Wait a minute. What is going on here? Something is not right. They just keep coming. Hold on. How long does this go on for? What? Okay, good. Something's happened. Damn idiots. I can only imagine the scientists that would use that lot as hired goons. Even if they did get their hands on my knowledge, it'd take them centuries to make any sense of it. They can't see an inch past their own blasted noses. Science is all about keeping your eyes 100 paces down the road as you work. Was there a timer or something that I didn't see? Were we not trying to defeat them all? Were we just trying to get past a certain point? Sorry, I'm adjusting my microphone. The moment they start spending time stealing others' work instead of doing their own, it's a lost cause. Blah. I agree with you. Although there are those in this era working to author their own chapter in history. Vevin's one of them, despite all his inexperience. The future I come from was built in part by such folks. So I've got to do what I can as well. And to do that, I need to get back to NLA. But could you possibly gather some blast chard from around here in Oblivia, kid? We need it to fuel the Mirrormobile. What, doesn't have like a little tiny reactor in the back that we just stuff banana peels into? Is that what you're telling me? Apparently I have what you need already though, good doctor. Or professor, my bad. Get your hands on that fuel. Once the tank's full, I can have my Mirrormobile back to New LA in no time. Yeah, go ahead. I don't know what else this is good for. That should be more than enough to get this sucker back. Next stop, New LA. See you back at the lab, kid. Oh, and I've got another big project I'll need your help with, alright? Absolutely. Ha! Good old Bella. As thoughtful as ever. But I'm folding space-time here, kid. Traffic jams and fender benders are for commoners. I'll be back in New LA far faster than light. Alright, here we go! Mirrormobile launch! Hopefully he ended up back in New LA, although I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to be following him around to the ends of the earth, and he's never going to actually get where he's trying to go. Also, he did not answer the many questions that I had about what's up with Mira, and what appears to be some sort of something or another preventing people from leaving it, which is super suspicious. And if it seemed like I was just standing there on the beach not doing anything, it's because I was fast-traveling us, like a clever boy, directly into his lab, where he's having a beautiful reunion with Vevin. Good heavens, is that even possible? Hey kid, have you ever seen something that overturned everything you believed in up until that point? Absolutely. Your existence. I envy you, kid, for it seems I've grown overconfident in myself. I thought I'd seen everything in my 1,000+ years of living. Myriad time periods, countless planets. I watched an entire civilization rise and fall. Along the way, I guess I fell into the trap of thinking I'd figured out everything the universe had to offer. What a fool. And what did it get me? I fell into a rigid mindset and was blinded to the simplest of truths. So now I need you to bring me some ancient Nopon artifacts from all over Amira immediately. Do you mind, kid? Specifically, there are 3 or so of these objects which will be key. Collect these and we can finally lay this mystery bare. An interesting request. I've already got one of them, apparently. A shiny lamp from Noctil. Now I need to find a Nopalith in Oblivia and a spirit word in Sylvalum. I wonder if these objects are not marked on the map. That's lovely. Okay. Well, then I guess it's to the internet, our best friend. Alright, so what we're actually looking for is Spirit Wand, not wood. I can read. And we're also looking for a Nopalith, which just looks like a calculator. According to what I'm looking at here, it just looks like a calculator. I don't know what that's all about. I think we're going to have to do this next time, though, folks, because I'm pretty sure we've got enough material for today. I said last time that I was going to stop recording in such a way that it led to me having, I say last time, a long time ago, many episodes ago. I keep thinking that the last thing I edited was the last thing I recorded, and that's not the case. But I did say I was going to try to record these in such a way that they had proper beginnings and ends from now on. And so I want that to be the case today. We're going to go ahead and say goodbye. When we come back next time, we're going to wrap up this mission, as well as do some more Affinity missions. Specifically Affinity missions. Even though, honestly, I find this story to be more engaging than some of the Affinity missions we've done so far. Weird, isn't it? Well, until next time, thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Bye!